Hello, testing fam. I'm Siri, and I'm making this atomic talk to share with you all my experience and learnings with persona based holistic testing approach. So, back in 1999 October, NASA wanted to launch Mars Climate Orbiter to study the climatic conditions of Mars. The mission failed, but with a loss of $327 million. It's absolutely fine to fail, but retrospection is what is important. Now, we need to understand that before we put any satellite into orbit, we keep it at an optimal position for orbital insertion. This optimum position was supposed to be 180 kilometers from the surface of Mars, but in reality, it was just at 110 kilometers from the surface of Mars. Now, the 70-kilometer difference came up because the software that was calculating this distance provided the distance in terms of US customary units instead of giving it into SI units. It happened because of the amalgamation of two different scientist teams, one working in Germany and the other working in US, and none of them at the end of the day took a minute or took a step back to think about the end result. Now, obviously, because of the small software glitch, the product failed and there was a huge uh, loss incurred. But what would have happened if holistic testing or a holistic approach to testing was taken in such situation? Well, I believe that would have saved us basically 300 plus $1 million of in money as well as time, which was even more important, which would have probably put us 10 years ahead in research. This study of approach or holistic approach to testing is what I want to present to you all today, friends. But I want to do it with a more specific example. Going forward, let's just look at this one problem statement. Now, a tester is given uh, a module to test the discounts provided based on bill amounts. If you see the problem statement, it is pretty straightforward. If the discount money is 15 plus, I mean, if the bill amount is greater than say 1,000 rupees, you get a discount percentage of 15%. If the bill amount is greater than 2,000, then you get a 20% discount, and 5,000 bill amount will give you somewhere around 45% discount. We have this concept of boundary value testing, which when applied, we get a test scenario subtle look something like this, right? 5,000, 2,000, and 1,000 in and around that same money. You have to give get accordingly the discount percentages. Now, let's see how easily this entire approach to testing will change if we apply persona-based testing approach. Wow, do you see the difference in how big the actual flowchart got? And not just this, we actually came up with a different new flowchart altogether. So, how did we end up from having a small, specific minor set of um, minor set of scenarios to this entire huge, multiple flowcharts altogether? So, I want to just take a moment and explain it to you how this persona testing actually works. When the problem statement was given to me, you have to test discounts. Uh, the actual conditions that was given is not what we thought about or what I thought about. Who are the people who are going to be using this discount module at the end of the day? People who shop, right? And what kind of people shop on a website? We have people like shopaholics, we have cart abandoners, and we have product returner. We have many other personas, people who always want to chase discounts, and people who want to probably try and hack the discount module to get like more benefited, probably in an illegal way, but still benefited. Now let us come back to this solution that I showed you, which we get when applied personas. So if you guys can see, uh, if you guys can see here, the input field that we take is not only the bill amount. We're considering information, user information, current date and time and things like that, which will give us scenarios with like how um, how many times are we going to provide this discount to a specific user. That is where the shopaholic persona came into picture. The second approach is when how much time is this specific discount valid. Let's say, is it valid for 15 days, is it valid in the festive season, or what, how are we giving this discount to the users. So this came up with cart abandoners. Say a person puts items into their cart, abandons it, comes after say 2 or 3 months, and then it's a discount still valid. We have to test those kind of situations. And not just that, the product returner, that persona gave me an entirely new different flow altogether, which means that what if the person is returning the product that has been bought already on discount. Are we testing that module and not giving away the not giving away the entire money, but will keep back the discount amount and then provide the money back to the client. Now, having the persona based approach is how we ended up with not just the specific scenarios, but altogether a much more holistic and much more complete sort of flows, right? So, what are personas? So, I want you guys to understand personas are not real characters, they are just fictional characters that are built based on real available data. So, you can have any sort of personas based on different characteristics that is built based on your end user, or the user who is going to be in the entire process will be using the software that's being built. And of course, like if you guys have seen my previous two examples, you guys would have by now realized how important it is to have persona based testing. And the most important factor of persona based testing, as far as I have seen, is having the reasons to vouch for your bugs. A good tester is not somebody who just finds more bugs, but he's the one who gets more bugs fixed. And to get more bugs fixed, you need scenarios, and that scenarios is what persona-based testing will give you guys. How do I do this? I just use Postman. I have a list of all collections, and based on characteristics of what personas I need, and that's my talk today. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you guys find value in it. Uh, Thanks a lot, fam.